How is everybody doing? It's your main man Zach, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about my favourite character arc in all of Cobra Kai. Let's hop into it. Some of you might already know that my favourite character in the entire series is Miguel, and if you didn't know that already, then you do now. But despite this, it is not a Miguel character arc that is my favourite in all of the series. My favourite character arc, surprisingly, is Robbie. This is an especially big surprise to me because at the beginning of the show, Robbie was one of my least favourite characters, and this is primarily because he was kind of the rival character to Miguel, and because I like Miguel so much, I just hated on Robbie. But specifically, it's his season 4 character arc that is my favourite, and I'm about to tell you why that is. Early on in the show, Robbie seemed to have a terrible relationship with his father Johnny, and this just seemed like it was going to be the case for the entirety of the show. And it's just really cool to see that Robbie and Johnny started to gradually get along better as the show progressed. And it's almost like they attempted to repair the relationship, but it just didn't work all of the times they tried. In season 2, they were starting to get along, and then the school fight happened, and then Robbie was annoyed that Johnny picked Miguel over him, and Johnny was a bit disappointed that Robbie kicked Miguel off the balcony. He was his best student, and he almost had a father-like connection with Miguel. And in season 3, when he visited Robbie and Juvie, first of all, he missed his visit with Bobby at the actual detention center, so he had to go to Robbie's volunteering at Soup Kitchen to try and make amends for that, and Robbie was just disappointed and said, "I don't need you anymore." And then, after going to Kreese and Johnny not wanting to join Kreese, obviously they grew even more distant, and with Robbie and Cobra Kai for season 4, it seemed like he would grow even further away from Johnny because Johnny's not affiliated with Cobra Kai anymore, and he would end up having to compete against his own son in the All Valley tournament. But what was great, in my opinion, about the season 4 arc is the fact that, for one, Robbie almost moved past his kind of angry, rebellious stage, because in season 1 and season 2 it seemed like he's very angry and he had a right to be angry about certain things, but he never took accountability for what he did wrong, and he just always seemed to blame everyone else, especially Johnny. And although this is true that Johnny should have really been there to help him, in season 4 started to help out Kenny. And when he helped out Kenny and he was being his role model, and as he described it, the mentor that he wished he had when he was younger, you could see that there was this nicer side to Robbie. He didn't want Kenny to get hurt, he wanted Kenny to do well, and he was training him. Also, the fact that he learned Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do and embraced the best parts of both styles, and him being a mentor to Silver was really cool. I especially loved how Robbie went to the prom with Tori and they kind of mixed things up a little bit, and it threw Sam and Miguel off balance before the tournament. Even though I still really like Miguel, I actually, in that episode, liked Robbie more than I liked Miguel, which is a first. I never like anyone more than Miguel most of the time in the episodes that he's in. However, at that moment in time, I did like Robbie, and I thought it was really cool. He got the Ferrari, he got the tux, and just kind of him getting a lot of perks and something good happening in his life almost set the tone for him to put everything that he was angry about behind him and now move forward as a new and better person. I liked Robbie's fighting style in the All Valley tournament. I especially liked in the preliminary rounds the way he won the fight by sweeping the guy, which is embracing some parts of the Quicksilver method, but he also still knows Miyagi-Do and can still block and defend himself if he needs to. I also really liked his season 5 arc, but my favourite part of the season 5 arc is when Robbie and Miguel finally make up. That fight is just epic, it's really cool when they're fighting each other and there's just no rules and no tournament and they ignore Johnny's advice. And then the fact that Miguel manages to restrain himself from kicking Robbie off the balcony so we don't have another trip to the hospital, and they both finally understand each other. I think there are also other cool character arcs like Hawk flipping the script and then flipping it again as Eli when his mohawk gets chopped off. I think that is a really good character arc, and also just Miguel going from being bullied to the All Valley champion in the space of 1 season. There's a lot of great character arcs out there. It's just that this one, to me, the reason why I like it is the fact that I actually don't mind Robbie anymore as a character, but I really didn't like him at the beginning of the season. And the fact that he had this big redemption arc, and it's something I really wanted to see Robbie go through in the later seasons of Cobra Kai. And the fact that I actually got that, that's why I like this arc so much. It's almost exactly what I asked for. That was just a little bit about my favourite character arc, Robbie's season 4 character arc. And I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's not going to be too long. But if you want to see more videos like this where I just talk about things that I like about the show, and maybe even some things I don't like, just talking about my opinions towards the show, as opposed to theories about what could have happened and how things might have been different if certain things did or didn't happen in the show, then let me know and I'll make more of these types of videos. But if you don't want to miss any future videos, make sure you subscribe, leave a like so I know that you guys actually are enjoying the videos and I should make more of these. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your Maniac.